This is the vlog where I tell you what I'm doing and why. Am I too old to start vlogging? Maybe. I'm 57 and I'm diving in by sharing how and why, and in my next video, the 5 biggest things I did before hitting record for the first time. So let's get into it. And stay tuned until the end of this short video to find out the most useful thing I did before anything else. In this first ever video, I'll give you some background as to what this vlog is about. You'll learn who I am and why I'm doing this. And by the end, you'll understand why this journey could be crucial for you too. In the next vlog, we'll dive into the 5 main steps I took before I even got started. These 5 steps made everything much easier for me, and they might also make your journey easier as well. So stay tuned and join me on this exciting journey. And as I said, hang on until the end of this short video, because there's one thing I did before all of those steps that made everything since 100% easier. So why am I doing this? The answer is simple. After years of cruising through my life on what I call my long-term work avoidance plan, which I'll talk about more later, I want to retire financially free and clear with easy passive income streams. I also want to avoid the trap of relying on minimal government supports into my old age. Now, I'm doing okay, but I would love to be in a position to never have to think about how much things cost. I feel like there's a lot of people who feel this way and really find themselves stuck at our age. With this vlog, I want to create a practical how-to guide and a roadmap for myself and for you, my viewers, to demonstrate that we can go from zero to financial freedom at any stage in life. Yes, I'm 57. It's a bit late for me to have a run at being a millionaire, but why not have a go? Look, I'm not completely broke. I have some savings and some income, but I've never been wealthy or financially free. In this journey, I'm going to start as if I have nothing. Can it be done? Let's find out. I'm looking to leverage the digital economy to essentially start again at 57. I'm going to test out multiple avenues of passive income streams and seek to create financial freedom starting from zero and see if I and we can make enough money to retire debt-free and financially free. In Australia, retirement is at 67. That gives me 10 years. I'd like to think that it can be done in 5. Okay, like you, I've seen many people online making many promises. You know the ones, earn $10,000 in a day, just click this link. All of them have something in common with each other, but not with you and me. They have already made it, or at least they say they have, and we have not. So, I propose you journey with me. Let's do this together. Let's all retire wealthy, whether we are 57, 37, or 77. I discovered something interesting recently. I read that the digital economy is worth $16 trillion, and it's set to double, or more than double, to $33 trillion in the next 5 years. It only seems fair that we stake our claim for a piece of it. If 100,000 of us can claim 0.1% of that increase, we'll have a tidy passive income stream of around $170,000 or around 1 million of passive income in 10 years after taxes. As always, the first step of a million steps, that first dollar, will be our first milestone. Then it'll be 10, then 100, and then on to a million steps and $1 million. Okay, let's briefly explore what I call my long-term work avoidance plan, and my recent addition to it called Bliss. I'll describe them in greater detail in later videos, but for now, having lived my long-term work avoidance plan successfully and without much money for the last 30 plus years, I believe it's time to add some cash to the coffers so that we can continue into our later years with ample money and streams of income. Bliss is an acronym for Brilliant Long-Term Intentional Slacking Strategy. It is my latest addition to my long-term work avoidance plan. You can substitute slacking for success or sublime, if it's more your style, but I like to think that I can continue to work towards not working. Slacking and skiving seem more intentional to me because I want to thrive and live more easily in the future. On a professional level, we'll use the term success. Brilliant, long-term, intentional success strategies. Bliss is designed to create multiple passive income streams. And yes, it does require work. Probably quite a lot of work in the beginning and for some time in order to get it going. But the light at the end of the tunnel is total financial freedom in just 5 to 10 years. In my mind, it's the purest form of intentional slacking. Please let me know what you think of my new Bliss acronym in the comments. Tell me which one you prefer. Skiving, slacking, sublime, success, or any other S word. Again, many of the methods I've employed in those last 30 years will be discussed in future videos. It'll include numerous stories about how I've managed to visit 57 countries, how I cycled down the Rhine River, how I dealt with suffering a major accident when I was 28 years old, and how and why I learned and earned 4 university degrees, and lots of other wondrous tales of adventure about life and perhaps even loss. We'll even delve into my courses mastering hypnosis, neuro-linguistic programming, and timeline therapy, and many other personal development aspects to help explain this curious path, this long-term work avoidance plan. These stories will include how I came up with the idea of long-term work avoidance, and will include mistakes and setbacks along the way, and how I managed to fund these adventures and intentionally choose an off-the-path life. But the million-dollar question now is, can I create a financial future from nothing at any point in my life? Like right now. And thus, can you? This vlog aims to answer in the affirmative and show you how to do it. So follow along and let's see if we can make some dosh, some readies, some moolah, and some actual long-term passive income streams that will lead us to real financial freedom. Again, full disclosure, am I broke and penniless? No, not exactly. I am 57 and after a serious falling accident where I broke my back some years ago, I am at this stage in my life on disability support. I do have some savings from previous employment, and I also have a free roof over my head at my brother's home in country Western Australia. These are advantages, yes, but if you have some semblance of health, some motivation, a computer and internet access, and a smartphone, then I think we have all we need to kick off if you can spare a few hours each day. Let me put in the extra hours so you don't have to, and let's journey together. Of course, we'll elaborate on those things as the vlogs go by, but suffice to say, I'll be mapping out and moving forward based on having $0 in the bank to start with, but with some ability to raise cash or loan it. I set myself a startup budget, and by the time this video airs, I'll have spent around $1,000 to get going. But I will show you how to trim this fat too. If you can find $50 to $100 a week, I think you can kick off in 4 to 8 weeks. We'll keep tabs on this and we'll show a weekly total of where I'm at, currently around minus $1,000. But I even think you can actually start with 0, so we'll explore this too. So what happened to make me jump down this rabbit hole? It's quite challenging, especially for me having never spent any time vlogging or in front of the camera. And to be honest, I'm quite nervous. So here's the story. I was traveling with my brother a couple of months ago when I came down with a cold on a long and slow journey to Alaska. For whatever reason, whilst lying in my bed sick instead of enjoying my cruise vacation, this idea came to me. What if I could do this all the time? Travel, I mean, not having a cold. Or just be wherever I want to be and never worry about how much it costs. How could I possibly achieve that given that I'm already 57 years old and receiving the equivalent of just $350 a week to live on? To be fair, I have really enjoyed my life. I've lived frugally and capitalized on life hacks to create a comfortable life and travel extensively. But I have never actually been wealthy despite my adventures and possibly because of some of them. To have financial freedom and the choice to take an expensive tour or eat at a Michelin star restaurant and not to think of the cost? This is where I, and I imagine all of you watching this, want to be. So in that moment on board that ship, laid up in bed and dribbling snot, I conjured up a cunning plan. A cunning plan to create this vlog and make the long-term work avoidance plan with passive income streams a reality. If nothing else, in this journey together, we will confirm or refute this premise. Bliss, the brilliant long-term intentional slacking strategy, will be put to the test. My ultimate long-term work avoidance plan. In a nutshell, here was my epiphany. I'm going to use the tools and resources I have, plus a few I don't yet have, and I'm going to use what I have learned over the last 30 years of my work avoidance plan, what people call my unfair and unique advantage. And I will employ anything I can learn at 57 years of age that will help build $1 million passive income portfolio in 5 to 10 years. It's a mountain at this point, but I am somewhat confident that we can climb it together and eventually just take a helicopter to the top. Your task is to follow along and try some of the things I'll delve into after I've done the hard graft. Then we can become millionaires together. Let's face it, there is $17 trillion on the table in the next 5 years alone. We'll explore the types of side hustles already touted over social media and maybe a few bigger hustles that will help us create systems that create income but slowly replace us and continue to expand the income streams. We'll get into those systems later. Some of the things we'll explore will be affiliate marketing, vlogging, e-publishing, multi-level marketing, in particular, Cerule natural healing products, see the link below, online merch, monetizing social media, and anything else that comes up along the way. We'll utilize as many free tools as possible and leverage the new age of AI to fill in the gaps. Hey everybody, here's the bit we hear on every video. If you enjoyed this introduction video and found it engaging, help me really grow this channel for you by hitting that like button and subscribing to my channel for all future content. Hit the notification bell for the latest updates and make comments on where you would like me to take this adventure and any ideas or side hustles you would like me to explore. Look, your support means the world to me and it will help keep this channel going. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can click the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. Now, I don't drink coffee, but I do need equipment upgrades and software subscriptions in order to build this channel for you. The link shows you the next item I am fundraising for. At this stage, a lavalier mic. Every contribution helps me create better content for you tomorrow. Also, I have a link to my Amazon wishlist and links to software I'm already using. I'll be doing full videos on why these are important and how to get set up in each as we journey together. Just click on any of the links, they'll take you right there. It's a simple way to show your appreciation and support this channel. So thanks very much for watching so far. I really appreciate you taking the time to join me today and listening all the way to the end of this first video. Your support means the world to me. I'm here to help you stay positive and achieve your dreams. Remember, every great adventure starts somewhere. And here is our starting point. Here is my starting point. And if you join this video or come back to it later, this is your starting point too. Keep pushing forward, stay passionate, and never stop exploring your amazing life. I think it's unreal that we get to live and have this life every day, and that we have an opportunity to make the most of it. Hey everyone, just before we wrap it up, I want to share the one final crucial tip, the thing that really made a difference before creating Bliss, the next chapter in my long-term work avoidance plan. We need to get our heads right. This isn't just about equipment, techniques, side hustles, and money. It's really about your mindset and mental preparation. Here's what I did, and what I think is the real game changer. First, I identified my core values, what drives me, what I'm passionate about. I wrote them down and I put them in the order of the most important to least important. I asked myself, are these values supporting this current path or hindering it? Then I changed the order of my values to completely support this venture. I made this project the most important thing in my world right now. Doing this has kept me focused and motivated, especially on the tough days. I took these aligned values and then set clear, achievable goals. It has kept me on track and helps me avoid getting overwhelmed. I did this using NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and timeline therapy techniques. As a trainer and coach of NLP and timeline therapy, I was able to use my skills to achieve these changes efficiently and promptly, fast-tracking my ability to adjust my core values and get on with this project and deliver this content to you. NLP and timeline therapy are sets of techniques that can improve your mental state and communication skills. Using NLP, you can train your mind to stay positive and resilient while removing negative thought patterns. These techniques can be used to enhance long-term success. I did this change work in a matter of hours, formulated this entire plan in a few days, and built the infrastructure in just a matter of weeks. I've gone from not thinking about passive income to creating a dynamic and achievable plan to make it happen in less than 3 months. Remember, your mindset is just as important as your goals, maybe more important. If you want to learn about these techniques, click on the link below to see my new website for more details at www.bliss2050.com, BLISS2050.com. But just start by thinking about those values. Write them down and put them in their current order. It is quite revealing. Rewrite them in the desired order and stay tuned for upcoming videos on how I do these things and some of the how-to content I'm looking to build for you on this channel. Now, if you're just curious about how to balance work and personal life projects effectively, I will also be doing vlogs on how I've achieved this. In an upcoming video, I'll unpack my historical long-term work avoidance plan. It's a strategy that I accidentally developed to maintain an awesome life without lots of money and without burning out. You can combine it with Bliss, my brilliant long-term intentional slacking strategy, and many streams of passive income to make an amazing life and have a fulfilling future, and in my case, retirement. We'll also look at the one thing many of us crave, our health. I'll show you how I changed my health outcomes dramatically over the course of 1 year and how I enjoyed doing it. Clearly, this is a holistic approach. Together, we'll learn how to manage your time, manage your mind, manage your money, stay motivated, stay healthy, and ultimately achieve your long-term goals while still enjoying the journey. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So thanks so much for watching. Again, remember to like, subscribe now, and if you'd like to support the channel, remember you can buy me a coffee today. Or you can connect in other ways through the links in the descriptions below. Stay positive, stay focused, and keep living this amazing life. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.